Welcome once again to our special program Nostalgia. As always, we try and go back in time, recollect a lot of those wonderful moments, those wonderful days when life used to be different. And today, being Teachers' Day, I've had the opportunity of talking to two of my oldest school friends, Mukul Misra, based in Canada, and Pankaj Kapoor is in Mumbai. As I was saying earlier on, Mukul Misra and Abdullah Rizvi were a team which we used to go out and debate and everywhere, wherever we could. And that's about 40 plus years back. So once again, we meet over the media after 40 years. Mukul Misra, once again, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
And Pankaj, you're there?
Of course.
Great.
Where can I go?
Great. No, you can't go
I have to
anywhere.
be with my friends always.
Now, the beauty, as I can see, Mickey comes from a family of teachers. Pankaj is himself a teacher. And interestingly, let me add, I come from a family of teachers.
Wow.
My,
Great.
my mother was a teacher. And more important than everything else, my wife is a teacher, and that's a tough part, you see.
I think the day you get married, your wife becomes your teacher, and you are.
Well,
Yeah.
all wives are teachers, but she's just a formalized teacher also.
Yeah. Anyway, you've actually said an interesting thing, Pankaj. Let's see who is a teacher. Or should we really confine ourselves to those who are formally designated as teachers, or anybody who has the potential of actually influencing you? You would consider that individual too as a teacher. Pankaj, what's your opinion?
I think everybody in life from whom you learn anything is a teacher. Everything.
Yeah.
Everyone from whom you gain any type of knowledge. It doesn't matter what status he has in the society. He's a teacher. My main profession, like I said, I have not said earlier, my main profession is a maritime lawyer. I used to be a captain on the ship. Then I did my law from UK. And I am now a maritime lawyer. And I teach maritime law at a lot of places. But it is surprisingly something which I would like to share with you, that there are times when I learn a lot from those students. Despite being a lawyer, maritime lawyer for the last 8 years, there are a lot of things which I learn from our students. So I would consider them also as a teacher. So anybody who shares his knowledge unwillingly with you, without expecting anything, not unwillingly, without expecting anything, is your teacher.
Great. So, in your opinion, your wife is probably your greatest teacher.
Absolutely.
Just make sure she's remembering that she's probably listening to this program. So you don't have to just smile it off. Okay.
I hope your wife is listening.
Oh, well, you see, I told you that I have a wife who is a teacher, and believe me, a teacher at home is not something which you can get away from. You see, you could have got away from Josie or from Robbie, but you can never get away from the teacher at home.
Then I think you're giving the wrong advice, because I don't think your wife is listening to it.
We will come to know about it once we have put it on air. Now let me come back to Mickey. Yes, Mickey, as he was saying earlier on, his mother, I know, was a wonderful teacher, and not only a wonderful teacher, but very acknowledged and very popular. And the two sisters, absolutely wonderful. Mickey, in your opinion, those were the days when perhaps in the 70s, when we were in school, the kind of relationship we had with our teachers. On a Teacher's Day, perhaps, for example, one flower would actually mean a lot, not only to the teacher, but to the student who would try and get hold of it. How would you take it in today's context?
Yeah. See, and Abdullah, if you recall, in those days, again, signs of the times perhaps, but even our parents, they had put implicit faith and trust in our teachers. And, you talk about the fear of Robbie or Josie that we had in school, but my biggest fear, to be perfectly honest, was not from the teachers, but if somehow my parents found out through one of our teachers that I had done something wrong, okay, and then blindly, they would have faith in the teachers. The teachers could do no wrong, okay. And I think that aspect has changed dramatically, the parents do not have the same kind of respect or trust in the teachers of their kids, and hence the students do not have the same kind of trust and respect in the teachers.
I think that's a very wonderful statement, Mickey, that you made. Pankaj, would you like to add to that?
No. In fact, while Mickey was speaking, I couldn't. I agree with everything which he said. Absolutely correct.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. I said while Mickey was speaking, I agreed with everything which he said. This is absolutely correct. This is exactly what the situation is presently.
Yeah, I think if we are to be considered as members of the society who are with an open heart and who feel for the society, I think we ought to take up this stance which we ought to, get the message across to people that the quality of teaching, the concept of teaching, the beauty of teaching somewhere is being lost, and perhaps not enough is being done to stop that. What do you say, Mickey?
Yes, Abdullah, you're absolutely right. Now, I'll give you, if I have just a minute or two, a perspective in Canada about teachers, teaching, and students. Now, unfortunately, over here, because of various reasons, a teacher in a school is not supposed to be just teaching a student academics like what we had. You start at 7 o'clock, you finish at 1:30, you had 8 subjects, 8 classes, and then you had homework. Okay, here, because of the social problems that a lot of students have and they bring to the school, a teacher is also expected to act as a counselor, a psychologist, dealing with issues that the student may be facing at home, whether it is, domestic abuse, a single family, and so on and so forth. So that has made, according to me, a teacher's task very difficult over here, almost impossible.
Yeah.
Which was not the case in our times. When we were in school, they could care less, for the right reasons. What our home situation was, whether there was fight between the parents, whether there was fight between siblings, whether whatever. You came to school, they taught, and you went home. But that is not the case here in Canada. Like I said, a teacher is supposed to act as a teacher, a counselor, and a psychologist all at the same time.
Mickey, I'm running short of time. Now, as a matter of fact, I've already exceeded the time. So may I just request you, hang on for a little more time. Let's go into the third episode, because you brought in a very important aspect which I want Pankaj's opinion also, how that should be considered as an important consideration in India too. So just stay for some time, please, while we come back for the next episode. Is it okay with both of you gentlemen?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Great. That was a talk with Pankaj Kapoor and Mukul Mishra. I'm afraid we've actually exceeded the time in a substantial way. So my apologies for that. But it is so interesting that I couldn't really stop Mickey from the way he was communicating. So till the time we meet again in the next episode, this is Abdullah Rizvi saying thank you very much and take care.